Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. As usual, having all sorts of technical difficulties here. You'll see that it says Steve Squared. We are not Steve Squared, obviously. It's an Knock 'em Dead comedy show. Thanks for joining us, but I'm gonna do the best I can. I got things to do.
I feel like we've got the Radio Underground. I feel like we're doing something like
illegal or something.
Yeah, like
pirated.
I feel like Christian Slater and Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
I run a pirate radio station. It's kind of my thing. The Fork You Girl.
Right. Well, I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Yeah, me neither. All right, two viewers. One of them is me. You know what I'm gonna do? Because you're having to do this stuff, and we don't have all of the things loaded up. I'm gonna go just play like a thing or two here.
All right.
And see where it takes us.
Hello, Central Casting. Get us a Gen X dad stat.
So that's me.
Oh!
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory that the government is teaching us all to be sheep by putting our garbage out on a certain day.
So this is my problem with conspiracy theories. It's usually what happens is people take an end result of something and then try to figure out why it happened without any sort of expertise or knowledge about how things work. So I just imagine conspiracy theorists are like, no, they're trying to like control us by making us take our garbage out on certain days. And Monday, Thursday people are totally different than Tuesday, Friday people. And we are, by the way. Monday, Thursday people get fucked out of at least one garbage pickup a year. I've done the math, you guys. Go to my social media and you'll see the 45-minute video on how that works.
So one day at school, there were a bunch of second graders behind this wall and do the whole...
Oh, this is actually really disturbing. I probably shouldn't.
Ever since we had the driveway widened, the fucking ice cream man uses it to turn around because it's a huge fucking landing pad.
So I'm so sick of this. I live on a dead end. Yeah. And the ice cream man feels like he can use my driveway to turn around.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. The ice cream truck was super loud. Just hanging out in my driveway.
You can hear it that time.
I heard it.
And, I wish I got my phone out quicker because it was so much louder and for such a long time that he was just like sitting there. All right, let's see if we have any other ones.
Leave the tissues out for me, because I'm like Santa Claus, but I masturbate.
So at Billy's house, I go to Billy's house every Thursday night, and we
masturbate.
And yes, but his mom actually put a Post-it on the tissues because I'm always using tissues, and it says for Andy only.
Oh my goodness.
Soda is actually slightly painful when you drink it. It's the pain-pleasure principle. That's why sometimes if you take a big swig of soda, you'll go, Daddy!
Oh my goodness.
I tried telling that on stage. Yeah, you could tell how that went.
Keep the mosquitoes away.
Yeah, my dad insisted on drinking vinegar to keep mosquitoes away, and the whole bit about him and he and I were the only ones that did.
Yeah, we went to Prince Edward's Island one year, and now that we're getting into mosquito season, this is a pretty good tip. Just the tip. To take a shot of vinegar. And what it does is it makes your skin reek, like you smell like a salad. And mosquitoes want nothing to do with you. It works.
Okay.
But then nobody wants anything to do with you anyway. Let's go far back. Let's see. I've got like over 200 recorded. Use me one. That'll be interesting.
My wife being angry that I can't hear at
the school meeting thing.
So here's the thing: is like as you get older, like you lose your hearing a little bit, right?
Yes. What?
Right. And it's so annoying because everybody else, instead of like recognizing that you're getting older and like your hearing might be people don't. It's not like I'll speak a little louder or I'll enunciate better. They get angry at you.
Yeah, I've seen that with some people.
Where you're
yes.
like, they're like, "Hubba-lubba," and you're like, what? I'm sorry, what did you say? Hubba-lubba. And you're like, I'm really sorry. And you're like, I know you're angry, but I still don't know what the fuck you just said. All right, do we have any more? Are we close? I could just like play a whole set.
Nothing special anymore. The whole gay people aren't fun anymore because they're normal, because it's become normal. Start out with phones, go to gay people.
Oh yeah, that was actually here.
Yeah, I can hear
You
the
could
thing
hear
in the background. Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't want to give that away because I'm still working on it.
An organization with a confusing acronym like AKA is that supplement group.
All right, they're not all winners. All right. You try getting high and recording yourself.
Bear with us, folks. We're trying to get started here. I'm having some technical difficulties, and I'm just trying to get everything all set up and good to go here. So my apologies. I think I'm pretty much set at this point. I don't have everything, but it's enough for now, I believe. Actually, there's one thing I just need to add.
Oh, we'll play one more then.
Okay.
Tell number one Uncle Mug story.
What the hell?
If that's not complete proof that I'm really high when I do these, or that I'm really smoking weed.
Yeah, because we needed proof.
Yes,
We
obviously.
The story about my mom telling my dad to take us to see Poltergeist, not E.T., because she confused him.
Yeah, that happened. My parents were divorced. It was 1982. E.T. came out, or 83, whatever the fuck it was. And Poltergeist was also out at the same time. And my dad comes to pick us up, and he's like, my mom's like, it was very early on in him picking us up, or him
Right.
being allowed to pick us up. And she's like, what are you going to do with them? He's like, I'm going to take them to the movies. And she's like, well, don't take them to see E.T. If you're going to take them to see anything, take them to see Poltergeist.
Oh, jeez. So that's what your father did?
Well, no, we walked away, and my dad's like, your mom is fucking crazy. And he's like, because I was 7. I was like 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah.
And so we went and saw E.T. We came back. We're like, yeah, we saw E.T. And she's like, what? And then we described it to her, and she was okay with it. But that's sort of like my mom not knowing shit.
Right. All right, bear with me. I'm still not. So, so we are going to be joined by comedian DC Benny. He'll be joining us around noon. Very excited about that. He is fantastic. Great comedian. Really excited about him joining us. He is playing McGuire's tonight.
Ooh.
And all right, I think I got that working for when he joins us. Just double checking that. So I was all set to go. I was all ready. We had everything good to go. And then when it was time to start streaming, that's when I realized that nothing was working. Okay, so that's there. All right, I think we're good to go. Okay, whoops. All right. So, we've been having some technical difficulties. We don't have.
Well, before you even really get started, I know what a lot of you are thinking. That Tony, it's Tony, but it's not. I can tell personally, it's not.
It usually is.
No, but this is definitely not him.
No, this is definitely not me. Thank goodness. But the fellow that works on this stuff, Mike O'Toole, the host of The Wort, He's not been in here. The word, as you guys know, the word hasn't been on in quite a while. They are returning, but not until sometime this summer. So, but we're hoping to get Mike in here soon because things slowly seem to be getting worse with our technical issues. I don't know why. I think the programs need some updating. I think the computer itself needs updating. So our apologies. John Rusciello is watching. Fremder, I can't hear you. My left ear is not right. What? Oh. Christine Thomas, well, I think they get angry because you could solve it with a hearing aid.
I see. Wow, that's
Fremder says it's common for older people to catch
amazing
hearing aids. Nothing works when I'm streaming either. I guess that's 43. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Chris Thomas and John Rusciello, and I saw Bosie was watching. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for your patience. We hope everybody's well. Yeah, I'm showing that you're the only one watching now.
I think I.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah. I tell you, if we didn't have a guest today, if you didn't drive all the way out here on this holiday weekend, I think I would have just said, all right, let's go home. But we do have a great guest, and we are going to have a great show after all. So, first thing I'll do, I have a question for you.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Because, you are the smart one around here.
Hilarious.
I'm going to show, I don't know if you heard about this, but I'm going to show you a picture. Boom. Solve this puzzle on Wheel of Fortune with Vanna.
Okay.
So you have not heard about this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I'll tell you what the contestant said in a minute.
Well, I just posted one where the lady was like, it was bridal and cold shower was the answer, but she said bridal and gold shower. I'm like, Marissa's got a lot of explaining to do.
That's fantastic. I will tell you, the contestant got. Like I'll tell you, you see the first word there is 4 letters. His answer.
What's the thing supposed to be? It says what over what it's. It says phrase. Is that it?
Phrase. Yeah.
It's kind of fucked from this angle.
I think the what is a reaction to what he thought it said, but the 4-letter word in the beginning. His answer, the first word had 5 letters, so he totally screwed it up. But it was still pretty funny. And
okay.
Pat Sajak was shocked when this guy said it.
Well, obviously, it should be fucking the butt. Like, obviously. But this is TV. So that's got to be the... and in makes the most sense in the...
I'm actually drawing a blank what it actually turned. I only remember the guy's wrong answer. I don't remember what the real answer was. I'll look it up in a second.
See, I Wheel of Fortune is not my favorite, and so I don't have like a pre-existing like algorithm to.
Have you guys comes in the butt? Says Fremder.
Well, that could be it too. Let me look at this here.
So what was the real answer? So the guy who was answering it thought his answer was right in the butt. Which I thought was hilarious. What did it actually turn out to be?
I want to say that's beat is the last word.
Oh, this is the best.
Best. Okay.
This is the best. This guy.
Well, but no, it couldn't be. It can't be this is the best.
Why not?
Oh, that's what he said?
No, that's the answer.
No, it can't be because he bought an E and there's no E there. That's him. That's wrong. That's not true.
Yeah, that's weird. This is the best.
No, the E automatically. There's an E there. There's got to be. If you buy an E, you don't only buy one E. It opens up all the E's. And E and best.
But that's what it says. He won $1,000 for that.
Well, it's wrong. It's by their own fucking thing. I'm sorry. I'm
with you. I'm with you. I'm just
whatever.
Figuring out how that.
So this is a
how
fake
that could
thing.
Be.
So then this is somebody eliminated the E, reposted this or something.
Well, no, I'm reading it online right now. I'm on People Magazine's website.
Right, but that's
People
what I'm saying. Somebody. No, maybe they're right, but what they did was they erased the E there then, because whoever posted this back up, is this the Wheel of Fortune account that this video came from, or is this somebody's? Because I've seen it before where somebody has put something suggestive up, but it's impossible to be the suggestive thing because the letters aren't
right.
They're already picked letters that should be one of the ones that is blank.
Okay, never
God,
mind.
I feel like fucking Batman right now.
We're off to a great start today.
I feel like
gentlemen.
fucking Batman right now.
You don't look like Batman.
I am Batman.
So last night was the big event, the Night of Inspiration for. It was the second annual Mental Health Matters event.
Which second annual would be the third, guys, but it's not the third. It's actually the first annual.
We had the man who put this all together from Long Island Prep. We had Paul Vecchione in here a few weeks ago to promote this event. Tom Falcone, who you see on the flyer there, he was in here a few weeks ago to promote this event. And then Paul came in again with Jackie Martling and Greg Criticos to promote the event. It was a fun night. There's Greg and Paul. Greg and Paul pretty much like co-hosted this thing together. There's Tom Falcone giving a speech. And Jackie, there's Jackie there. I'm going to tell you, Jackie killed it.
Nice.
It was a weird setting for Jackie because you had a lot of people just talking about mental health and suicide and drugs and death and all these tragic events, and then and now here's Jackie Martling to tell you some dick jokes, but he crushed it.
Chris, if they pick a letter, they open up all of the letters in the like that. There's no game where they don't do that. So if it's a missing E, they already picked E. E would have shown up.
Did maybe?
Oh wait, are you talking about in the beginning of the game? It's not. It's at the very beginning of the game where they slowly release. Okay, then it could be this is the best because they only release one at a time. It's how they pick who goes first.
Okay.
Okay, my bad. Chris is completely right. Chris Thomas is 100% right.
Of course,
it is that game. 100% hot.
Yeah.
Hot and smart.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No.
Yeah, so we had a great time last night. So I want to tell you some weird things about the night. So first off, when I got there, I'm driving through the parking lot, and there's a place. This is at Mulcahy's in Wantua. So there's this little. It's literally across the street from the train station. You get off the train, you go down to ground level, and then Mulcahy. All you got to do is cross, and Mulcahy's right there. So it's an active area. And there's this one part where you have these two side streets just before Mulcahy's. They
look like you're docking.
Well, aren't we all? And the two side streets come together and it forms one street, and then it's right there by Mulcahy's. So, but in the middle of these two streets is just like a patch of grass. So I'm driving on one of these side streets, and there's a woman on this patch of grass.
Hot.
No, and she's. Like at times she backed off the grass and would get back on, then would step on the road that I'm on. Like she didn't seem to know where she was going. So meanwhile, there's a car in front of me that's going super annoyingly slow. Occasionally would hit the actually stop. I didn't know what he was doing either. I just assumed he was looking for somebody that just came off the train. So now I start to go around him, just as this woman steps into my street. So I slow up, and she starts going like this at me. So at that point, I'm like, now she can go screw off. I am now going to continue driving. She's going to have to wait for me. It was a nice day. I had both my windows down. So as I'm passing her, sure enough, she goes, "Thanks a lot."
No problem.
So I just went, "What?" Like that. So I look at my rearview mirror. She was getting into this car that was being, slowing up and stopping. So I'm like,
well, they didn't try to. She didn't try to go point I.
Right. I had no clue that they were connected. There. It was very strange.
Fuck her.
Absolutely.
Fuck her.
In the
I hope
face.
She's dead. I hope she's fucking dead.
Yeah.
And I hope she died in some sort of similar kind of whoever was behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have just the entire time gone 2 miles an hour as I passed her on the horn.
Oh, I didn't care that
No. I tell my daughters, I don't make the rules. I just fucking enforce them. Like, you're gonna make my day a little fucking annoying. I'm gonna make sure this is a fucking story you're gonna tell later about what an asshole that guy was.
much. Wow.
Well, come on, it's Friday Memorial Day weekend.
There's a lot of traffic out there.
Oh my God, the entire way here, it's just like, if you're not gonna go faster, please just move out. And I gave 2-3 car lengths space, but it's obvious now. And then I would kind of like just roll up a little bit just so that they would know I'm trying to get by you. And
Right.
now you're making me go to the right and pass you. And now I am gonna like, it's my fucking, like, I love turning on people's little stupid side view mirror light, the little light, the proximity alarm thing. That's my new favorite thing is to make it red. Get that close to make. Anyway, you were talking about something.
Turn
else.
on some music and sing, and it'll all be all right. See, I've gotten rid of road rage.
Yeah, no. I'm on my journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, true.
I did not get upset while I was in the car. I mean, there were moments, but I was like, hey, whatever, you're gonna get there.
Right. And we're driving through a park. I mean, it's a side street, but it's at the train station. It's not like a street with houses. There's stores on the left.
Right.
There's a train on the right. Like it's a parking lot. So it's not like I was trying to.
Was there anybody behind you?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
Probably not. But it's not like I'm doing 50,
But that's what
I was going slow already. I didn't care. I just had to go around them a little bit. I had no idea they were connected. So that woman pissed me off. I didn't care about the slow driver that much, but she was a dick.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
But still, I just...
Was
And I
there
just
any
kept going.
crosswalk there?
No.
Then what she did was 100% illegal.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
100% illegal.
Right.
So whatever, you're 100% in the right. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I didn't entice you to fucking jaywalk.
Right.
So
I didn't get what she was even doing. Like, why was she backing off? And then maybe I was running. I was running. Maybe they were drunk or something. Maybe they left one of these places and they were drunk.
hopefully she was having an aneurysm and now she's dead.
Sure. John Rusciello says, dude, you are fried. I'm going to guess. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to guess that he's not talking to me.
Whatever. Obviously talking about you. No, I am fried. Last night was a pretty intense night.
Why?
Because I did Dork Court, which you had Miguel in here at least once.
Yes, once.
Dork Courts is a fun thing. It's sort of like our own local kind of more organic Kill Tony kind of vibe thing. Where really it's the comments. It's on Twitch, the old Twitch thing, and YouTube. Though he's trying to push more to YouTube now.
Oh, no kidding.
As well. But people get on there and just completely roast you. But instead of doing comedy last night, we did karaoke. And I was going to play Dead Flowers.
That's not karaoke.
No, I know. And I was going to play the guitar, but they didn't even have one mic stand.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was like, and listen, everybody that was there, great. I love all of those guys. These are some of my favorite people in comedy were there. And they're just like, well, I could have just held it for you. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking have somebody sitting there like...
Still talking about the mic?
Yeah, no, they're dick.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning. Pajanos, you never cease to amaze me.
You're welcome.
All right. Tony had a guest on the other day that worked in Queens South Narcotics.
I know
Comedian.
Sekou. I'm friends with him.
I'm sure he was a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, but you should be the poster child. All right, for that unit. Your drugs have totally fried your brain.
Well, I don't take narcotics. I just take weed.
Well, I don't know. I tell you, you're amazing.
Yes, I am. That's true.
You really, and I stick up for you half the time when Tony picks on you. And Tony can attest to this. You can see it on my comments. I stick up for you.
John, don't you remember that old saying that it's good to have good enemies?
Yes.
So
yes,
if Tony is making fun of me, people know I'm cool because Tony is not. You see what I'm saying?
Tony's not cool.
Oh man.
Oh man, I tell you, I think in your younger days you were on Clear Dot. Listen, have a great show, guys.
No
I
clue
love
what
you.
that is.
All right, and be well.
All right, man. Drive fast. Take chances. He's gone.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
John, I don't know what Clear Dot is. I don't know, and that might be a good thing that I don't know what it is. Do you want company, fellas, or do you guys just want to hold hands? Well, you want to come join us, Jeff? Come on in.
Jesus, pussy. That's how I've decided I'm going to just start calling him Jeff. Jeff Bussy.
Jeff Bussy?
Yeah, because it's a term that's been kind of in the background for a while now, but it's really started to come forward more recently.
Oh, okay.
It's a boy pussy. It's for twinks. It's used like, give me that pussy. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of your pussy. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So. Clear Dot is LSD apparently.
Oh, kick ass. I didn't really fuck with LSD too much. Shrooms, sure.
Jeff, how far out are you, Jeff? Because we have DC Benny joining us at noon.
In the noon hour.
Yeah.
This is Paul Harvey.
Good morning, Mickey.
The noon hour.
So there's one more thing with last night that I wanted to talk about. Do you know the name Edward Jarvis?
I know Jarvis was the AI that what's his name?
No,
used.
You're not even close.
Tony Stark, Iron Man.
No. I'm saying that has nothing to do with this.
Okay,
is what I'm saying. So this is Edward Jarvis. Now, Edward Jarvis was at this event last night.
Okay.
Edward Jarvis was wearing like an American flag bandana on his head. He's a very tall man, at least 6. I want to say maybe 6'2", 6'3".
He looks tall. He looks like he has that like weird, almost giantism.
Yeah, maybe
disease thing.
But he had on this big giant, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like some kind of like overcoat of some sort, but it had lettering all over it.
Right.
And it was different advertisements and different. There was some kind of weird picture in the front, but on the back, like all the advertisements were on the sleeves.
You're like, what the Herman Munster?
Oh, absolutely. So and he was walking around all night. He was by himself, just walking around, I guess, pushing his advertisements. But on the back, it said Edward Cookie Jarvis. This guy, Ed Jarvis, is a world champion eater. Like eating contests, he's a world champion. He's currently number 2 in the world because there's some guy from Europe that is number 1. Hot dog eating contests.
No, Joey Chestnut still is alive, right?
I have no idea.
Joey Chestnut is he's the GOAT.
Well, maybe he's gone down in the current rankings. I have no
maybe.
idea. I have no idea. But this guy Jarvis is, he claims to be number 2. Hot dogs, all sorts of foods. Like he's won the eating contests. We couldn't, like, we're like, what? And he's, walking around telling everybody about what he does, and but he's also a real estate agent apparently. But I took his card, and I am going to get him in here.
I don't want to, like, real estate agent. That's such a weird job to me.
And now I'll show you the front of it.
Is this the front or the back?
I have no idea.
Whoa.
So there he is eating a house.
Yeah, he's eating.
My commission won't eat you out of house and home.
I'll eat you out.
Not that guy. Apparently Jarvis has no gag reflux. Says.
Hey, Fremder, Dork Court is not Brandon's joint. That's Miguel Silva's joint. Brandon does Broken Mike, which is also sort of similar to the whole Kill Tony thing.
We're having a very weird day. Technical issues, but DC Benny should be joining us soon. But now I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, that's cool.
You're good?
Yeah, no.
I'm out. I'll be back.
All right.
Sorry.
Dude, this is so... Hold on. No, normal. Oh, wow, it's that kind of fucking...
It might be.
Oh. Dude.
So, yeah, I'll be commenting.
All right, good thing I already peed. All right, he's gone. All right. So last night, Dork Court was at it was Miguel Silva's joint, right? Instead of doing comedy, we did what do you call it? Karaoke. And originally I was supposed to sing Dead Flowers, but I did not. I sang Signs by Tesla. And the whole thing was closed out. Billy Geyer ended up showing up after his show, and we both said it that we had like a really cool comedy moment where everybody was singing along to Bohemian Rhapsody while one of the co-hosts was singing it. It was great. Yeah, what the fuck is going on, Mickey? You should come in here and straighten us out, man. Gimmicks and contests, phone co-celebrities, best upbeat songs that make you depressed. Oh, that was Taz's idea? Anyway. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna play you guys some stuff that I've been working on. I know I was doing it earlier, but I'll actually use the good stuff. Let me just get here. I'm gonna go way back because I've been working on my act. All right. Oops.
Bicycle. Wipeouts on my bicycle. That time I did the dry run to Suffolk, and then the other time, the first day of school.
All right. Here's what happened. I swore off having a car for a while, and so I decided to ride my bike. I was going to Suffolk at the time, and now I was an adult. I was like in my 30s going to Suffolk because I was in the Air Force. And we lived exactly 7.5 miles away. We were in Middle Island. And there it was, the dry run for I was like, let me do this. It was like 2 days before school started. Like, let me make sure that I can do this. So I start riding my bike, and there's this like really big dip, and there's a Walmart in Middle Island, and I'm riding my fucking bike, and I see like my tire is going along the pavement, but there's this gap right next to it, and I'm just riding right next to it, and I'm saying to myself, I need to correct myself this way, away from this divot. And of course I didn't, and I went over, and there I was, this adult with a huge bike wipeout on my way to school. All right, I guess that's not actually that funny. Thanks, guys. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't think anybody ended up. All right.
Riding right next to it. I'm saying.
Yeah, wow, that didn't. I think I'm dumping out the good stuff now. I live in Vegas. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah. So, Tony, I want you to look right in my eyes while you're exposed like this. This is like support. Hopefully that helped. Actually, this is sort of got me at a quandary. Maybe I shouldn't use that word. We're down to 5. Oh no, Tony, you've got to get back. Somebody's calling, but oh, it's Chris. Let me see. I think it's phone. Hello? Hello? Chris Thomas? Chris? You there? Oh. Hello?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, Tony, I thought I was going to give some backup since you abandoned him.
Oh, no. I just, I had to take a poop.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. I think we understood that. You know what it was? It was the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, because I know what the answer is. I would say maybe that inspired you, but okay. The Wheel of Fortune actually happened. My brother was watching it, saw it happen, and went back on his DVR and sent us the video immediately.
That's amazing.
Oh, you're phony, Tony. Okay, I got it.
That took
gave you
longer.
Tony?
That took so much longer than I thought it should have.
Well, I'm like biking, and I'm listening to you struggling a little bit. I said, yeah,
No.
that is great, but then like you're the one. You're your worst critic, by the way.
Oh no, I know. But
And I'm like, he's doing all right. But then you were like, so I figured I'll call in.
no, I super appreciate. What are you kidding? I lit up and I immediately went through sense memory of like how to turn this on because I never do this. So.
I do have to comment on the bike thing, though. Whenever just my little observation about adult male particularly, not
Right.
always, but adult male cyclists, whenever I see them, there's always like, you categorize them immediately, right? And it's like, if you're in like jeans and no helmet, right away in my head, I'm like, oh, that guy's a D-Weed. He's just a fucking D-Weed. Like, he's not out there getting in his cardio or trying to, be environmentally conscious, just a fucking drunk on a bike who needs to get to the 7-Eleven. But yet, like, you just put on a helmet and some spandex, and suddenly you gain respect in my book.
Absolutely, I would, because for a whole semester we lived in Middle Island, and I was going to Suffolk and Selden, and for a whole semester I would pack clothes in my backpack with all my books and everything, and I would ride 7.5 miles there, 7.5 miles back. I was in fantastic condition, but
that's impressive.
It was. I mean, I did have to walk up the hill. Do you know where the Walmart is in Middle Island?
I don't.
It's like this huge like hill, and I could not. I don't think I ever was able to make it up the hill. I had to walk the bike up like the second half of it.
As long as you were in athletic wear, it's fine. I mean, imagine being a DV drunk guy walking up the bike. People would be like...
Well, imagine being a 31, 32-year-old with bike scrapes all over your legs from wiping out. I think
blame it on the...
It looks so stupid, though. I felt like I looked like a small child.
But imagine now someone would have video recording of it.
True. There would even be CCTV. This, because 2008-ish, I guess, is when this happened.
Oh, yeah.
But,
you're just constantly on video. Just accept that now.
Yeah. And
constantly on video.
Yet none of the good stuff. So.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, only bad stuff gets captured on video.
Oh. Well, that gets shared. But yeah, that was the Wheel of Fortune part where they just start loading letters, so they don't do all of the same letters at the same time. They just load the letters, and then this.
It's like a pregame. It's
correct. I think,
there's like 3 of them before a round, and you can get like $500 or $1,000 or whatever for solving them.
So let him play the video, and you'll see that this guy that's how he started his moment off on Wheel of Fortune.
I think he only had the screenshot of it.
Oh, I have the video. I'll send it to Tony.
Yeah, we're having so much trouble with that. I mean, it says we're Steve squared right now, but we're not.
I'm excited. I have to say, I'm excited about your guest today. I've seen him perform. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it tonight. But he's a North Forker. I mean, I got a little excited.
See, we were talking about before we went on air, and I'm pretty sure it's like Southold or something like that.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Your stalking is exceptional.
I've never met him. Or I think I might have met him just like briefly, like at McGuire's or something. But a few of my friends do like consult with him for their comedy careers.
I went to a fundraiser that he was doing out east for actually very good charity.
Right on. Because we were even talking about, like, we weren't sure if he was, like, trying to set up a club from out there or something, because there's now a club out there, not to be named or whatnot, but...
There is?
Yeah. Oh, look who it is. It's Jeff Bosey. Chris Thomas. Jeff Bosey just walked in, so...
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Oh, you're going to...
Multiple guests today? Well, then you know what? All right, so you have another guest, so I'll let you
Tony
talk to Jeff.
Thing
Thank you very much, Chris. I super appreciate you saving my ass.
I try. I'll probably call in later with the guest. But good. All right. Don't put yourself down. You're doing, you're doing great.
Thank
You're
you.
doing great. You got this. You're funny.
Yay.
Just keep it going. All right.
All right. Well, thank you, darling.
Love you.
Have a fantastic day.
Bye.
Bye. How do I turn this off now?
I do the episode classic hang up and, the receiver. And there you go.
That?
And that's it.
That's not doing it. Oh,
Well,
there we go.
eventually she'll hang up. Listen, we're not technical engineers here. We're just comedians. Oh, brotherly love, brotherly love. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jeff Posey. Jeff
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Knock 'em dead zone. Hey, pal. I was wondering. Do you want to go to a Mets game?
Let's go to a Mets game, and we'll all talk about Hicksville for about an hour.
Mookie. Mookie.
This is weird. This is like breaking the fourth wall almost.
Fucks everybody up every time. I lost it to a shark.
You mean it wasn't cancer?
Oh, I lost my leg to cancer.
So, yay! It's Santa Claus, but bald.
He's back. Chris Thomas called in.
I saw.
I know.
Your impersonation was hilarious.
Dude, I fucking got her for a while.
I'm gonna move
right?
over a second.
Dude, we had her for like.
you're
You
totally
can come
good.
this way.
I don't know. I just figured you were standing.
No. This is uncomfortable. I was lucky that I was able to figure out the
The soundboard?
Well, yeah, and answering the phone, I'm like, what the fuck? I think I tried to do it one other time, and it did not work.
Wow.
Well, remember there was
What a
the one
weird
time with
day.
your tire?
You know, it's funny you say that. My daughter just brought that up this morning because I was taking her to her day heb. My tire blew out, and you had to come. This morning, her van, the van that picked her up, had a tire blowout, so I had to drive her in. Sure enough, she said to me, "You remember when your tire blew out and your friend came to get us?" I was like, "Yeah, I do remember that." All right, now let me.
Ooh, swivel. Okay.
All right, well,
Now-
hang on.
Let you.
I need to fix. I
Fix
need
it.
to set up camera angles so I can get you.
Why-
He
really?
can't. You
Gonna
can't.
come
Dude, you went to like the main bathroom.
Yes, I
That
did.
was some serious fucking literal shit. Like
I
was like, I saw him go out and he went that way, and I'm like, what is he gonna fucking shit in the
I-
corner outside?
I
by
felt
the baby
it.
bunny.
We were sitting
No.
here talking, doing our thing, and I felt it. I'm like, this is bad. And I'm like, I can hold this in for a little while, and it was just coming and coming. I
Yeah,
was like,
dude, that's
this is not good.
we did not play Did I Pee or Did I Shit when I this morning.
That's
I will now admit to you, today I shit.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
It was so quick. I wouldn't have thought that.
Oh, hey, thanks, Mickey.
It came in like a fart in the wind. Anyway. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Bussy.
Hello.
It's nice. I figured, like, I'm not seeing you for, like, for a few months, and I was like, let me.
I know.
I
know. It's
I'm
it's
curious.
weird. isn't
Really?
it?
Yeah.
Well, we see each other all the time between rehearsals and shows, but we don't have any murder mysteries scheduled as of now. We don't have any murder mysteries scheduled for
Hey,
this summer.
America,
so-
get on it.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
I remember June last year we were doing that small VFW or something it was over in.
We'll always have the VFW. in
Oh
June.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
I
was.
know. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We're usually good for 2 or 3
Yeah.
in the summer, but this year we have none. So
I
so we haven't been
cried.
rehearsing or anything. So
I cried.
did you get your check in the mail? By the
Yes,
way?
I did. Thank you
All
very
right,
much,
good.
and I like how you had it addressed Jeffy Poo.
That's right. I forgot I did that.
It's like. Okay, definitely everyone around the
As
mailman-
long as my fucking name is right on the goddamn check.
That was, if it said Jeffy Poo, they would go like, "He's gay. We understand it."
Yeah, this is. I have a lot of gay sex with this guy.
Like the mailman or mail girl, whatever you call her,
Oh.
like they've never seen anything like that in your mail.
Well,
Are
maybe.
we talking about the
possibly.
real literal mail at this point?
Oh, that's true. You say
You're
your
not-
mail to Jeff.
Or what
Yeah,
he
come-
finds in his mailbox?
in my box?
Your mailbox.
So earlier this week,
Yeah.
Which would be a male's pussy? Would like a
yeah, Boosie,
the Pussy?
a Boosie, Jeff
You-
Boosie,
Jeff Pussy. Yeah,
Pussy,
is
Pussy.
would be a mailbox. It's a mail
Mail's box.
box.
Yeah,
Oh, all
mail's
right.
box.
Wow. Mind blown.
Wow, fourth
Go
wall
on.
broken.
Go on.
So earlier this week,
Yeah.
Tony brought up on the show that I would be, I was doing, what was it? I was fixing printers.
Oh yes.
So, but
Oh, I did hear that.
But here's the turnaround to that. So this Saturday, here, Governors. the big stage.
Oh.
I will be performing alongside with Colazzo and Kevin Downey Jr.
Wow.
So they're really hiding you.
Give me the and when I mean performing, I have to sweep off the stage after Colazzo does her stuff and
Right,
Downey
right.
throws everything on the stage. So I have to clean up. So I'll be
mop.
on the stage. I didn't say I was performing
Because it's a lot of wet
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Very good.
I'm gonna get to perform with Jeff Posey. It's gonna be great.
Posey,
He's a sip.
Sip.
He's a good American. I like him a lot.
wow. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, I like the fact that there's extra carny vehicles supposed to last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember last year you had the big thing and they soak up that one little area, but now there's all of them
Yes.
come out of the woodwork across America to park their shit here.
But the whole carnival looks bigger than it
Yeah.
did.
It is.
Than it
I was
did
gonna.
last
It was
few
funny
years.
because when I didn't turn at the first spot that you could turn to get here. I actually turned it
Oh yeah,
whatever
and it was
this
off
is.
division. Yeah.
Off of division. But and I was like, oh, thank God I did that because every year I forget about this carnival and I turn there and normally I'll cut through that parking lot, but it's impossible to do this weekend every year.
Oh yeah, sure is.
Yeah. It just creeps me out. You got
But by luck, I think because I didn't have road rage today,
Well, not at
That-
the carnival anyway.
that the universe put the slow person in front of me that turned right at that stop sign that I was like, well, I'm not fucking going that way.
I love that.
That's I always have like a well, whatever you're doing, I'm doing the other
Option, yeah,
option
to get
at
away
this
from you.
next spot. Yeah.
To get away. I do that all the time. I actually, for the first time today, here we go. I know we're gonna get commentary. I went to BJ's
Yeah, you
already.
did.
Yeah,
First time, sure.
Gave BJ.
to actually purchase their fuel because
Oh yeah.
because I was like sitting there, I was like, you know what, price of gas is a little much. And I was like, hey, I got the membership, might as well screw it. I mean,
Membership has its privileges.
that's about it. That's the only thing that membership was good for the gas and for the unsurmountable amount of paper towels you can get for $11.48.
And what was that just now? Was that your work phone?
Possibly, maybe, but I'm here.
What are you, the cops?
No, I was just curious what it
No,
was.
I'm not here. You'll never see me. I'm not here.
Oh, you both have Abbey Road shirts on.
Oh, look at that.
And
Totally
I've got
planned.
and it's all English. All of our shirts are from England.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Ooh, there's a sight.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
We were looking at Jeff's ass.
Is that an ass?
It's something.
Dude, you definitely have to get some sort of sun.
Never, ever, ever.
I almost
Me and
got
the son-
blinded when you
Here,
bent over.
Listen, me and the son back in 1989, we made an agreement. I won't show him mine if he doesn't show me his.
You look like you've gotten a little sun in the.
Yeah, he's
on
got the
face.
farmer's tan going.
The only reason I was looking at his ass just now is because I was hoping Blythe would come out.
Well, she's small enough to.
Well, part of her will, I guess. Right?
It's like they're like, hi, how are you? Back in the hole.
Fremda says Jeff's favorite color is blue, but it's spelled BLEW. Nurse is here, says John Rusciello. John, just keep it on. Call us back. We'll talk to the nurse.
So,
Yeah.
so where'd you become a nurse? Yeah.
Better yet, take a picture. Take her picture and send it to us. That was kind of creepy, wasn't
That's super creepy.
Yeah, never
But-
mind. Sorry.
But totally on brand. Like nobody's surprised you said it.
it? Yeah.
So
It's not the first time I've said it.
I stopped. Remember
But you
how,
did say what we were all thinking. Anyway.
Remember how everyone was like bitching and moaning to me when I was like, oh look, he's just Mr. Cheese Stick, Mr. Cheese Stick, Mr. Cheese Stick.
No,
Mr.
white
Cheese Stick."
chocolate. That's so much better.
I was just about to say that.
And now I'm putting on the weight.
I like lard. I'm Jeff Posey, and I put lard directly in my mouth,
Ready?
amongst other things.
It's cookie crispity. Tastes good.
Did he say cookie crispity?
Yeah.
That's not a word, right?
Yeah, no, but
Yeah, okay.
he's on a roll.
Which one?
Kaiser.
Good. Why does everyone go to Kaiser?
Because it's fun. It's a K word.
Okay.
Name another roll that's a K.
Cunt. No.
I knew he was going to do that. I kind of It's funny because as I constructed it in my head, I was like, "You're gonna regret this, Andy."
This is one of the weirdest shows we've had in a long time. I can't wait for DC Benny to get here.
Oh, DC Benny, I like that guy. He's awesome.
DC Benny is going to be zooming in at 12 noon.
All right, cool.
So we're very excited. Oh, and Carol Miner's watching.
Hey, Carol.
Hope you're doing okay. Hope everybody's well.
You missed Tony taking a shit.
Yes, I took a shit. Andy was doing the show by himself for a few minutes while Andy took a shit, and then Jeff came in to save us.
Well,
Chris Thomas called in to save
first.
us.
That was awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, and that was
it just adds to my fantasy.
Totally. Carol, hope everybody's okay over there. We got to catch up and find out what the latest is over there. All right, but hope you're well, and hope you have a great weekend. What are the plans for the weekend? Anybody?
Well, Saturday I will be here at Governor's. No,
Yes.
You know,
That's
I mean-
this is the exact moment
Go
you
see
say that.
DC Benny tonight at McGuire's. Go see Jeff Bosey tomorrow night.
But if you don't want to head east,
Governor's. What's that?
if you don't want to head east, which we understand,
Well, yeah, I was telling
stay
Andy,
in place, shelter in place.
I was telling Andy before we went on the air, we have these guys. You should stick around for this.
Yeah.
The hot takes with John Brecco and PJ Morin. That's today at 1:00. Okay. These guys are coming in from Jersey. Man. They just picked the worst day to come do their show.
like literally, Christmas would be a better fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanksgiving Eve would be a better day.
Yes. Travel-wise.
Travel-wise. Like,
Don't come
9/11.
yelling at us that this day is better than Christmas.
No.
We're not saying it. What?
No,
What'd you say?
What?
nothing. Everyone else at home heard it. No. I said
That's the dialectic?
no, and not 9/11. Not 9/11. I said that would have been a better day to travel.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna go home now.
Okay.
Now we're down to 2 listeners. Andy and
Three, actually, yeah.
3, yeah. Thank you.
Andy looks confused. Andy looks
And I'm one of
confused.
them.
Okay. Carol says it's okay to tell him. Okay. So Carol's husband, he's going through some health issues.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he had some testing done and things came back positive. So so that's why I was wishing Carol the best.
Right on.
So
Yes.
we hope Mike is doing
Positive
well.
vibes, man.
Absolutely. Prayers,
Super
positive
positive
vibes,
vibes.
whatever you do. Diarrhea is hereditary because it runs in your genes.
Oh my God, Fredner.
Yeah.
Well, we're up to 4.
All right. It'll
Yeah.
increase.
That's the FBI, like going like, who's this asshole that's on the knock them down?
Fremder's being active again.
All right. I got a question for you guys.
Yes.
What did I do with it?
Fine.
I received something in the mail.
Ooh.
No, it's nothing like that. No,
Syphilis?
I don't. In Jeff's mailbox.
Anthrax.
I can't show you the front of the card because I can show you guys. I can't
Yeah.
show them.
Right.
So I received a card in the mail from a friend.
Right.
It's my friend's daughter,
Hello, nurse.
and it says that she graduated college. Now, oh my goodness, right on your shoulder, Andy. So
Fine.
I'll be honest with you. It almost looks like a wedding invitation, or maybe like one of those hold those dates cards. I don't think I've ever received a card like this. Like,
Is it like an invitation to something?
No, it's
that's
just
what I'm saying.
announcing
It's just announcing that you
the
graduated.
graduation.
What fucking prudes?
Have you seen this before?
So I do have a part of my family that is they have a lot of money, and they are very much about that country club kind of lifestyle.
Okay.
So I haven't seen anything like this, but it doesn't surprise me. I expect to see it from them when they do have kids go to college and graduate.
Am I supposed? Is this like a way of like letting us know? So now I have to send a gift?
No. It's hubris. It's
pretentious.
Yes, it's a 7 deadly sin kind of moment.
I've
here.
never seen. I've never even heard of this before.
Yeah, well, I'm not. So, like,
I mean, it's
I guess
fine.
I don't think I have either, but I'm not surprised by
Right.
it.
I shouldn't be. I mean, this is This is just a physical way of posting on Facebook.
Yes.
People post
Yes.
stuff. So, but I was just surprised.
It's almost as obnoxious as when you go past
On
somebody's-
Facebook?
Yes, it's almost as obnoxious as when people post that they put those things on in front of the lawn. Our son's graduation.
All right, well,
Our son's communion.
Charlotte, she's 6th grade, and that's in our school. Like, that's the end of elementary school. She's going to junior high next year. So, the biggest annoying thing has been these harpies who are all like helping the volunteer effort for all of this, have special ice cream socials and things like that for 6th grade. So nobody did a sign thing. All of a sudden, somebody's like, "So, what about lawn signs?" And so we're like, what we always do is we go, "Hey, Charlotte, they're talking about these lawn sign things. Do you want one? Do you want us to get one? Would that make you happy?" And she's like, "No." She's like, "I'm just going into 7th grade. This is stupid. It's not like I'm graduating high school." And I was like, "Oh my God, she's all grown up."
That's my kid.
Oh my God, she's my kid. Cancel the blood test.
Now, Derek, Mr. Poppintwist.
Yes.
Where are we? He lives right here.
We don't care if we're pointing east or west, and nobody can. Okay.
He lives right on Division.
Tony's got to see. Tony and I have the same sickness about this. I
yeah,
always
have
have
to
to,
put-
yeah.
yes.
And the date thing too that Sally used to hate. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have that also.
Yeah.
But
He lives right here. I pass his house every day coming in here.
Stalker.
He had, well, yeah. And I've been,
I throw the dog shit into his yard.
but I've been looking at his house lately because he's been getting, when I pass, 'cause
Stalker.
he's been getting work done
'Cause
on
it's
his
hot.
house. So
Want to make
Well,
sure
yeah,
you can
when he's
recognize
out-
I want
when
to
you pass
fuck
by
that
you.
house so bad.
But
Hey, house.
he has 2 lawn signs, one for each kid currently.
man.
And then actually there's a third promoting the construction company because they're still working on his house.
You just lost my respect altogether.
See, I guess I don't really particularly care about that. When I start caring is when it's the giant balloon sign. That it's all their name or congratulations. All
That's what I'm
in
talking about.
Giant balloons.
Oh, the balloons or like just a yard sign?
Not just a yard sign. I'm talking about, and maybe it's because like where I live is sort of like a shishi kind of fucking area of
No, I remember. I seen your place.
Suffolk.
Nice.
Well, it's East Setauket. It's where the university and the hospital are and everything. So we're better than everybody else. Right. Well, I live in like the shitty area.
Right. Oh, that's the shitty area.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I'm telling you, that's where that's more of like the working class
Are you
area.
okay to
of,
talk? Is it okay to talk to me? I would be considered homeless then.
Yeah, no. That's why it was almost like the Bonnie situation from Pulp Fiction that I wanted you guys out of there before Rebecca got home.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I just if
And then we
Becca,
all got to
if,
see her.
if Becca comes home and she catches me doing some comedy shit, I'm getting a fucking divorce. No fucking trial separation. No. I think I did the whole thing for you and Tim Saliani. That was hilarious.
Oh, that's right. We did the wrestling thing.
Yes,
That was
which is
good.
one of my favorite. Like, I
Yeah.
actually think that's
Yeah.
such a great
I love that one.
bit.
No, it was now did those real fast? Did those yard sign things come very popular? Like, what was it during COVID or something?
Yeah, I think. Well, they were around,
they were around before
before,
that. Yeah.
but I will say that I think COVID made more people, like people who were like, "That's stupid," go. All right, well, we're not even having a graduation ceremony, so let's go ahead and get the stupid sign.
And then to update real fast on that, so I called up my school because I'm a horrible father. I called my son's school
We know that.
to find out like when is his graduation because he's going from elementary to middle.
It's a commencement.
No, it's a moving up
Moving
ceremony.
up.
And I was like, I called it graduation because you're graduating higher up into another grade, into another school.
we called it
No,
commencement
we're
when I was a
moving up.
kid. Going from
Commencement.
6th grade to junior high was commencement.
So he's moving up. So I called. It's like, oh, he's there.
Yeah, I'm going to shut you guys up because DC
Okay.
Benny is here.
Bye.
DC Benny, give me 2 seconds. I'm just setting up all the camera angles. Okay, there we are. You can hear us all right?
I turned the volume all the way down.
Excellent. DC Benny is here, ladies and gentlemen. DC Benny. Hitting the afternoon now. DC Benny playing McGuire's tonight. Go to govs.com and make your reservations. You will not be disappointed. This man is one of the best out there, and he's hilarious and a great actor as well. We're excited you're here, pal. Thanks for joining us.
No, right now.
No, we're live right now. We're live. Oh, it's tomorrow that you're there? Oh no,
No,
you're right. You're right. It is 5:25. Sorry about that. Thanks for correcting me. Sorry about that. See, and I was all proud of myself because I watched a video of you from Gotham where Chris Kattan does the worst introduction of you ever. Which so I wanted to make a point to give you a good intro, and I freaking blew it. Son of a. But I bet you didn't say that to Chris Kattan though. I bet you didn't say that to him. His intro. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you tower over him, so you easily could have just stepped on him, and that would have been awesome. I'm not a fan of Chris Kattan. You guys look at me like you don't even know who I'm talking about.
I do.
Oh, I totally know what
Oh,
you're
okay.
talking about. I was trying to come up with some kind of reference that it was mango, but I'd gone down a really. Right.
Right. Yeah.
So did you know that he was failing when he ate the fourth apple, or was it the fifth apple?
Nice. That's great. So, all right. So we were talking before you came on here. You're now you're on the East End, right, of Long Island.
You know that he was failing when he
Right. And so that's what brought you out there. You just love the peacefulness of it.
Wow. No sound.
I'm like a kid again, so it's great. I have a nice time out here, you know. Technical difficulties. Chris. Don't worry. Yeah, so that DC Benny is a stage name. Um, my name is Ben Wartofsky. Okay, I grew up in Washington D.C. When I came to, my dad's from Brooklyn. I came to New York. I started doing comedy. I was working in mostly in the black rooms. Okay, I was a white guy working in the black rooms, and nobody could say my last name who would bring me on stage. Wartofsky is it's not a very familiar name. And there was a guy who hosted named Uncle Jimmy Mack who died in the Tracy Morgan car accident. And Jimmy Mack named everybody. He gave like you get made when you're funny in those clubs. So like there was a guy named Brooklyn Mike that became Brooklyn Mike, and everybody, and so he could never say my name. So he's like, "You're from DC, you're Benny, you became DC Benny," and it just kind of stuck, and that's really what But people think I'm going to come up there with turntables and a mic or something. That's the derivation of it all. It was Wartofsky. No, I mean, I've been in New York for the majority of my comedy years. This is, started in DC like late 80s. And, I saw Chappelle when he was 14 and Tommy Davidson and Patton Oswalt. We used to work together and Blaine Capatch. And a lot of, there was a place called Garvin's that we all kind of worked at, and a place called Slapsticks in Baltimore, and a place called Comedy Cafe, and they had a strip club downstairs you were never allowed to talk about. So I started there, and then a guy named Tony Woods, who was sort of the original Dave Chappelle, had a lot of rooms there, and then I came to New York because this is where this is really the Mecca to me. There's no, people talk about Austin, Texas, and this and that, and L.A. New York is the Mecca, okay, of great comedy, and I think people can argue about it, but this is where you get really good and hone your craft. So early 90s, I moved here, lived in the Bronx, lived in Times Square across from Show World. I got a nice flavor of the city, and then moved to Brooklyn. That's sort of a little bit of the history.
Okay. Now I'm having audio issues with us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here today. So now I know you've also you got the stand up and again tomorrow night at McGuire's, but I know there's some acting chops going on here. Now you've done some soap operas, you've done Law and Order. So there's one scene in particular, Law and Order. You're sitting at the computer and you discover something, and then you give you look back at the detective, you give her the dramatic pause. Give us your best dramatic pause face right now.
I looked at the computer. This doesn't seem like a mysticular simulation or whatever. It was the closest I ever got to being a doctor. But yeah, I've done a bunch of Law and Orders. There was a movie called Illegal Tender, a John Singleton movie that I was the main bad guy in. I was a recurring bad guy in what the hell was that? As the World Turns and Days of Our Lives. I was in all that kind of stuff, and a bunch of movies, TV shows, Cosby Show. What else? I'm on this Amy Schumer show now, Life and Beth. Play Michael Cera's dad.
Oh, nice.
That's been a great gig. And Supermarket Sweep, Leslie Jones brought me in to do the Supermarket Sweep. So I'm all over the place, and I've kind of written and shot my own stuff as well and put it out on YouTube or whatever. But it's all stand-ups. Stand-ups what I love, though. Stand-up, going up there telling stories and all that is what I love to do, and the acting, it helps pay bills and all of that.
Speaking of the stand-up, I'm not going to give you bits away, but there are certain things, like the gay buying the sandwich, with all the initials, and the IKEA bit. I just think it's some of the most clever shit I've ever seen, man. I think you're fantastic.
God bless you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It
was like last year. And I remember it was just you had a few comics on before him, but he went up to a dead room because for some reason everyone else was like not good, and but I watched him take the room, and it took him only about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then boom, they were all on his side and they loved him the entire time. Yeah. So he does a great job up there.
I actually two summers ago I hosted at McGuire's. Joey was the Joey was the headliner that night, and then DC was a late Ed on Joe. I think Joey personally asked you to come join him. I think it was.
Did me a solid and threw me up. Yeah, I love that. Great guy.
That was the night we met. I hosted that show, and yeah, you were just fantastic. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. You know, it's a great room. It's nice to do comedy in Long Island, and you know, I'm looking forward to performing tomorrow. Hopefully, some folks come out for this weekend. You know, with this holiday weekend, we got some beautiful weather. We'll see what happens. We'll be good. It'll be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unlike everybody else, I actually have not met you or gotten to see you yet, but your name has been sort of synonymous with Rob White. I believe you has contacted you and asked you for advice and whatnot. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I coach guys and up in storytelling, and yeah, he's a great dude.
I've only heard great things about you, but in the last year or so, I think Rob White has reached out, and I just know you've given fantastic advice to him. He has said as much, and he has repeated some of it, and you're a legit dude for sure.
I'm glad it's helped him, and we got to do more of that amongst ourselves. Spread the love. We've been doing it a long time. It's our responsibility to pass along what we've learned. So not everybody, this is a hard business. It's really hard for young comics coming up, and so if they can not make some of the mistakes, it's always that's always good. I mean, if I can be, and Joey Cola's like that too. He does the same kind of thing. Some guys who've been in it a while get kind of threatened, and they don't want to help out some of these younger guys or whatever. But I mean, what are we going to do? You got to help these guys. So.
I always say that a lot of people say that we have a very collegial, like at the open mic kind of starting out phase. It's very nice, and people are like, oh, it was never like that growing up. I credit guys like you, Joey, Carrie Karavis, because you guys all do make time and whatnot, and it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, Karavis is great, and it's a pleasure for me to do that. To try and because there really wasn't anybody doing that with me. I mean, Tony Woods kind of helped me out a little bit, but a lot of the guys, they don't want to share. They're kind of like, go figure it out yourself and make your own mistakes. And if nobody helped Kevin Hart out, he would have made a lot more mistakes, and he may not have been. But people gave him some really good advice. And he actually called me about, if you've seen that Mark Twain award thing, Keith Robinson was talking about how Kevin Hart called him about what manager should I choose. And I guess Keith told Kevin, call me, because I was with the guy he ended up choosing. I had worked with that guy, and I gave him some good advice, because the other guys that he was going to choose were not, that were in the mix, would not have, it wouldn't have been as good for him. And I'm not taking credit, but I'm just saying it's a thing that, we pass that stuff along. You have a bad experience with somebody who robs you. These guys need to know that when you'll go with this guy, he's not going to rob you,
But how does it work when you're coaching somebody like Linda Marcus Smith? Is she always trying to hit on you? She throws herself at us. It's crazy.
She's out of her mind. It's like you just got to rein her in, is the thing. She has some funny stuff, but it's just, I don't want to talk about one person in particular, but there's just a type of person that just has a voluminous amount of output that it's kind of like you lose traction, when you, because there's so much coming out that you can't build a foundation. It's like harness that, rein it in a little bit and build your foundation, and then you can, it's all the stream of consciousness, or get to the punchlines. let those guide you. The punchline will guide you. So I think we made some great progress. She sends me emails all the time about how the stuff I told her really helped her out. So that was good because she was, she's a wild card. She's a wild card.
Use the punchline, Linda Marcus Smith.
No, she's a lot of fun, and
yes,
she's a good sport. Yeah, but be careful. She's moving to New York, so we all have to be careful.
I'm out here, man. I'm in the boonies.
And was when you did Ferguson, was that your debut doing your stand up on TV, or you had done it before?
Ferguson, I did twice, but I did Showtime at the Apollo. First, I don't know if I have the one up on YouTube. I think the second or the third one's on YouTube. But the first time I was on TV was Showtime at the Apollo. I had auditioned for Def Jam, and I got a standing ovation after a guy who went on with 6 strippers. There was a place in West Orange, New Jersey, called the Peppermint Lounge. And this is where you do the Def Jam auditions. And they were going to choose a white guy. There was a rumor that there would be the first white guy on Def Jam. So I went there. This guy went on before me with 6 strippers and did kind of told jokes, and they stripped and the place went nuts. And then the closing joke, at the closer is one of the strippers pulled a lighter out of somewhere. She was naked. I don't know where it came from. And lit her pubic hair on fire and then patted it out. And the place just went crazy. I don't even remember what jokes the guy told, but and the guy who booked it was like, yeah, you're not going to follow that. And I'm like, well, I got no choice. Pull me up there. So I went up there with a fire extinguisher. I pulled off the wall and was like spraying it in the air. I got a standing ovation there. And then Def Jam never happened, but the lady who booked the Apollo saw me and said, look, come by and be on standby this Sunday. And we'll see if we can get you up or whatever. And Sunday came, everybody was getting booed off the show. Steve Harvey got booed off. He came off, his toupee was all tilted. The producer came out, she got booed off. And then she came to me and she's like, listen, we're going to put you out there. Do whatever you got to do. So Steve Harvey came back out, gave a big speech about how there's no opportunities for black comedians. You can't, and performers, you can't be booing people off. And then he's like, all right, now we're going to bring this guy. Whatever. Worse than the Chris Kattan thing. And I just came out and I was like surprised, and people started laughing, and I had a great set there, and it was my first TV. It really got the ball rolling for me, but was doing Showtime at the Apollo, so I'm always grateful for that. It was under duress. I mean, there was 2 comics that were a team that were supposed to go on. They're like, we're not going on. There's no way we're going on. So that's
but you bring up an interesting point, and you've actually used it in your act a little bit. You're talking about coming on as a white guy, but you passed for a Spanish. You have a lot of multi-ethnical. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
That's the most Long Island question you've asked.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Do you vote?
Nobody knows what I am, but it helps because I do a lot of characters, and I think that in the climate now, the comedy climate now is characters. People get so offended for somebody else. There's always people getting offended and this and that. And for me, the authenticity of the character is if the people that you are doing it sort of about that segment of the population comes up and is like, that was hilarious. That no one's offended there. That to me is what it's all about. I don't really care what some college kid thinks about if they think I may have offended somebody by default in the 3rd degree in a reversal. But you know what I mean? It's like if I try to keep it authentic and funny and loving. I feel like it's an homage and not looking down on people. You're finding a connection with whoever if I'm doing the super of the building, or if I'm doing this guy, that guy, or the Asian deli guy, or whatever it is, it's out of it's out of the humanity of it, and so I think that gets lost a lot I don't know if it's so funny to talk about, but I think it gets lost a lot, especially where everybody's so uptight now about there's this climate where comedy, I think it's changing a little bit, but where we have all these constraints on us where we can't just do what we need to do, which is make people laugh. And if you get offended, look at the next guy, find what you like. But we can't be censoring comedy. It's got to be what it is.
Agreed.
So my theory is, and I'm wondering what your thoughts on would be, like, I truly believe you can make a joke about anything, but you have to be funny, not grinding an axe. Like, you're just going for the humor of it, not trying to make a statement or anything. Just be funny.
Yeah, I think you can make a joke about just about anything, and then there's a little bit of a time quotient thing but I think it comes from where you're at, and I saw a lot of the younger comedians who are like, I'm just going to do an edgy rape joke, or I'm going to do a joke about Jesus, or whatever it is, just to be edgy. And it's like, do it if it's funny, but it's like part of the repertoire. It's like part of I think that happened a little bit before the political correctness stuff, that there was like a trend where it was just like, you'd sit there and there'd be the 5 categories. And it'd be like some morbid shit, and it'd be like the rape thing, and then it'd be like a blasphemous thing, and then it would be something with anal. There's always something with anal or eating ass. That was a big...
Well, I have a Greek guy sitting next to me. Of course, it's always about anal.
I mean, that's
Yes, it is your entire act. Yes.
I listen. I stand by. Like, if you can do it, you just be clever. Be
Right.
clever about how you get it out there.
Right.
I mean, everything can be like done, but you just gotta be clever about it. But like, I don't know. How do you make rape? No, I'm joking.
And really, we don't get much more clever than our guest here, DC Benny. Tonight, tomorrow night at McGuire's. Jeez, I don't know why I keep screwing that up. I'm a mess here. I'm trying to fix the audio issues, and I think I got it all working.
I'm just going to bring up, while you try to get that date out, I just want to say, this gentleman has the most amazing, beautiful smile, and I might be conforming to the gay side. I don't know.
Stop hitting on our guests.
I can't help it.
So go ahead. Did you?
No, is that thank God. When he was saying that it was tonight, I was like, shit, I've got something way out east. Damn it. But thank God it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Because now I might actually be able to make it.
There you go.
Sweet.
Do you still have the podcast with Ben Bailey?
No, we did that for a while, but just Ben was on the road a lot, and then I had to schlep out to Jersey to do it from his studio he made in. But we had great guests, Lou Diamond Phillips and Ray Romano and Janine Garofalo, and just random. And there was one episode where I guess it was the guys from there's that fishing show where where they go out in the water, and it's really the greatest catch, or it's kind of dangerous. They go out.
Deadliest Catch or something.
Deadliest Catch. I think that's it.
Those guys, Bailey had them on, and he knew them from Discovery Channel, and he'd given them some advice about how to, navigate. They weren't showbiz guys; they were fishermen. So how to navigate not getting screwed by the Discovery Channel, and one of them came on the podcast with whatever, the captain or whatever, and he was just hammered. He was hammered the whole time. And he kept going to Bailey. He's like, "You're a nerd. You're a nerd." I don't know if it's funny me telling it, but it's so funny to be there. Bailey's trying to get him to talk about fishing, and then, "You're a nerd." So anyway, yeah, we don't do that pod. We keep in touch. We're really good friends. We were in the trenches together, and we did a web series called Stakeout, where we're 2 cops in a car during a stakeout, just talking about our lives. And that was really funny. We've done a lot of stuff together. So he's a great friend, and great to, one of the things I always say is you make these friends in the business, and you start out with nothing, and on the way you just collaborate. You collaborate on projects, you shoot your own stuff, and that's what gives you the power, so you aren't behooving to comedy clubs, really choosing whether or not you can be there. You build your own audience, you have your own, you empower yourself. So I think that's an important aspect of it, is finding, creating, like you guys have created there's the three of you sitting there. You got a little vehicle going, and that's the way it should be. Instead of everybody not kind of meshing. You like-minded people, and you create stuff and shoot it, and that's I love that. So I don't do as much of it anymore like I used to, but I love doing that. So
well said. Yeah, because that's exactly it. You got to trying to make something happen one way or another, right? So yeah. So it is. It's time for us to go. So again, tomorrow night at McGuire's, govs.com, govs.com. Go check out DC Benny. You will not be disappointed. Let them know where can they find you, and find your other upcoming dates, whatever you got going on.
There, I have a YouTube channel, DC Benny YouTube channel. I don't post a lot of dates or whatever. People want coaching or whatever, they can reach out through the Instagram. And but I do, I've got a special on Bill Burr's channel, the All Things Comedy. I've got a dry bar special on YouTube they can check out. There's a 800-pound gorilla special on YouTube they can check out. And I'm working on. I don't know if this is gonna be my last one, but I have this hour that I wrote during COVID, and I keep chipping away at it. So I'm going to work it tomorrow night. I'm excited to work it. Some funny stuff in there.
Oh, that's awesome. Get some new stuff.
Have me on. I wish you lots of luck. And I'll see you around in the clubs. Okay.
If you could just if you don't mind, give us the Instagram address again.
Real DC Benny. The Real DC Benny, I believe, is the Instagram. Now I gotta look.
I'm just having these audio issues. So I just want to make sure that
I'm going to say just type in DC Benny, and then you won't be able to swing a dead cat without hitting.
There you go.
Something DC
Benny.
It's what it is. They can hit me on Instagram and follow, and I do post clips there and update. When I'm going to be around and stuff. But thanks for promoting the show, guys. It was nice talking to all of you, and I wish you all the best of luck in this crazy business. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
What?
There we go. Say it again.
Hello. How are you?
What did you say a second ago?
Thank.
You said that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Hopefully, all the audio came out.
I think it did.
Oh, okay.
I was switching back and forth to make the Zoom audio, and
right there it didn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm switching back and forth. I'm having all sorts of issues here today. So
did I say that was awesome again and again and again? Okay.
Oh, look who just commented.
Yeah, the great Jeff Bosey isn't here. Unfortunately, we get the fucking wish.com fucking Jeff Bosey.
Wait, who's the great Jeff Bosey? What are they
That's what it says. You don't see it?
I'm I'm blind.
Oh,
Greg Halverson.
Greg Halverson says the great Jeff Bosey.
Oh, hey, Greg. How you doing? Yes.
Hi. How are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Now stay away. Get away from me.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today on this very weird Friday show.
Could have been a Halloween special.
It could have, or an April Fool's special or something.
And the fact that you brought up that disgusting, horrible, evil, maniacal, and name. Yeah.
I said it.
No, I'm just saying the fact that, like, you say it 3 times, it might appear like a Jeff Bosey. Bussy, Jeff Bussy.
Well, notice I said, I had to jump off the air so I can take a shit, and then Bosey shows up.
That's what happened.
That's how it works.
He shit
he shot me out.
I shot you out. It's like, finally, get out of there.
How far? And it was an answer to how far up your ass is Jeff Bosey?
How far is Jeff? So far
up your ass.
Great. Now I have my own melody.
All right. Yeah. Weird show today, but thanks for holding the fort. Dude. Thanks for coming to hang out. Everybody enjoy your 3-day weekend. I will be here Monday. I don't know who's going to join me.
Don't drive today.
Don't drive today unless you have to go home.
And then go to a show out east.
Yes.
But go see
DC Benny.
All right. So when are you? You're here tomorrow.
I will be here tomorrow. I will be here Saturday.
All right. So,
but
if
definitely
you're in
go
this,
see DC Benny.
If you're in this area, go to Jeff. If you're out east, go see DC.
Well,
You're
that's-
you go see Andy tonight.
Tonight, check my social media. June 14th will be the next time I'm here at the Giggle Room for Uncle Terry, and I'm super looking forward. Billy and I were just talking about what we might do on Saturday. This might be what we do on Saturday.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Because there's a late show also. John Butera has a late show. At
Oh, is that right?
Maguire's,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, some of the names you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend: Olga Namer, Kevin Downey Jr., Jeff Bosey, Eric Terrell, who you saw on Coffee with the Dog this morning, Drew Dunn, DC Benny, Rob White. Just some of the names you'll see on the governor's stage this weekend. And don't forget, September 27th, you can see Knock 'em Dead Comedy at the Brokerage.
Yes.
September 28th, you can see a Knock 'em Dead Comedy game show in the Giggle Room.
Yes.
December 21st, you can see Knock 'em Dead Comedy at Maguire's.
Yes.
So, again, go to govs.com, make some reservations.
Daddy.
Go to...
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Go to
What were you guys talking about?
Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to find out what Knock 'em Dead Comedy has coming up and get information on how you can hire us for your corporate event, your fundraiser, your private affair, whatever occasion. We can make it a memorable one. And don't forget, of course, now streaming on Max, Nikki Glazer's second comedy special, Someday You'll Die, now streaming on Max. I'm still hoping she's going to appear on here. That's why they contacted me. I told you,
she
right?
appears right here.
Yeah.
So do I. Because I just want to watch.
You'll have to pay.
Great weekend. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing. Stay safe. Enjoy the Blue Angels. And then, I'll be here Monday with hopefully somebody. All right. Well, thanks again, guys.
Thanks, Chris
Welcome.
Thomas.
I
Yes,
love you.
thank you, Chris
Happy
Thomas.
Memorial Day.